And 2 days after the record rainfall, some neighborhoods are still underwater.
Dozens of families now trying to salvage whatever they can from their soaked homes. Local 10's Janine Stanwood leads our team coverage live from Fort Lauderdale. Janine.
It is hard to believe that 2 days after unprecedented flooding, there is still water in the street. That is the case here in the Edgewood neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale. There's also water inside houses. Another soaked night in Fort Lauderdale.
The couches probably went underwater.
Feet of water still inside homes in the Edgewood neighborhood, 2 days after residents teamed up with neighbors to get out.
And we were able to pull out probably about 20 plus people that night.
It is an older community. It's people that have lived there for a long time who will be the first ones to tell you that they've never seen anything like this, and that's why a lot of them didn't get out.
In Melrose Park, also swamped, the cleanup continues.
Stuff in the bottom of my closets is soaking wet. I haven't even addressed those yet.
In the Lauder Lakes mobile home community, conditions inside flooded homes are starting to break down.
Smell of the mildew, I have to get out of there.
We will not be able to get into the communities at a really effective rate until we can get that water displaced.
The director of emergency management says authorities on all levels are working to move the water that started soaking Broward County Wednesday, using low tide combined with vacuum trucks and pumps. First responders still working around the clock.
They are working on the door-to-door, street-to-street with their swamp buggies and their high water vehicles to make sure that we're getting residents out of their homes.
So we have crews on the ground that are out there meeting those needs one by one and bringing them to a point where we can get them some food, some water, and then get them moved to the shelters.
The water may not be over your head, but it's up to your knees, and there's still damage. And we saw pictures of people's furniture floating in their living room and their kitchens. So we're going to do our best to try to combine our efforts to see how we can help these folks and try to get them back into their homes.
So where we are, the water is receding. That is the good news. There have been about 1,000 rescue calls over the last few days. Those have actually slowed down. We're also hearing that now the state attorney general is looking into reports of price gouging by tow truck companies. The work here continues. We're in Fort Lauderdale. I'm Janine Stanwood, Local 10 News.
Water can't recede fast enough. Thanks, Janine. A severe